Reitumetse, the hardest working.
Fella. My dog, let me tell you, haisare fella, haya fella, nake fella. What's going on, my people? I go by the name Hardest Working, aka the captain of Team Hardest, Mr. Never Not Working, two-time Boom Award-winning, two-time Yama Award-winning producer of the year, fella. I'm just a guy. I was born and raised go Palape, went to school 12 years of my basic education go Palape Central School, Palape Community Junior Secondary School, commonly known as PSS, and then Rotsani Senior Secondary School. I was born from a small family that is Catholic orientated. Grew up from a Catholic parish in St. Anthony, where the love of music was grown. The emotions, the faces, the joy that comes out from people, the tears that the music continued to brew. Happiness and praising God is exactly why I fell in love with music. But at the time, I didn't know what I was going to be a producer, because I was a kid. Now, as I was growing up, because this love of music, it's like fire, it burns, it doesn't stop. I became curious, what is a song? What it takes to make a song. What type of environment? A studio. What happens in there? I remember from 5, we were in a computer lab. My schoolmates, Baba Fana, they were busy. From a distance, it looked like a video game or something like that. There was this program, and at the time, I think it was FL7. They were messing with this thing. They were recording vocals, and then I was really interested. Cool kids, so I was just an outsider, just watching. Okay, so fast forward 2008, I'm waiting to go on to my varsity. I'm staying with my uncle for phase 2. He had this computer, most bedroom. And then curiosity, computer, and then I found FL Studio 7. And I'm here thinking, why does this thing keep following me around? I started messing up, and then I just got interested. At this time, technology improve. We're introduced to the world of social media, YouTube tutorials. I'm meeting people such as Rimzi Production. Rimzi at the time was like a top producer. One of my big brothers, Bailongwar, they taught me the pros and cons of production here and there. The thing just kept growing, man. It just kept growing. As you grow up as a kid, now I lose these stages. I was in a group at some point called T-Virus. I'm about to embarrass myself now. So we were dancing, and then it came a stage of rapping. And then we thought rapping was like a cakewalk. It was such an easy thing, but little did we know. That's how I knew what rapping is not for me. So I'm just going to stick to the art of creating a song and helping out an artist in molding a song. So that's why I chose production over rapping. Fella. So here are my top 3 songs. Song number 1, How It Feels by William Last KRM.
Okay, I started by myself for the bottom. All my fake friends for the past had to cut them. These days focus on the prayer and the Bible.
2021, if not 2022, we were making the album called William. This was one of the songs still already at the time that made it into the album. Nothing really inspired the instrumental to the song, if I'm being honest, because it was one of those instrumentals. The idea comes, you just made, and then you export, you keep it there. And then artist studio instrumental. William was one of the people that I played this instrumental to. He liked it, and then we proceeded to recording his verses. And then later he decided, you know what, I think this song will make sense. Day to Seiko, and then fast forward, Day to Seiko is on the song, and the song came what it became. There's nothing really special about how we made the song or how did I choose the rapper or anything. I played it for him, he liked it, and then the song became what it became. So this song really changed my life. William is working with different producers, okay, but of course primarily I'm his producer, but I'm artist to work with other producers because I want as much creativity as possible. I'm one of the few producers by Longori. I think I brought this other side of William that people are not exposed to life. So, the vulnerability of William as a comedian came about on the song because people didn't really know what I can make such music. I could be that musical. Every time when I see the song, especially on YouTube, because it's sitting at over like 1 million views, it's really humbling because I'm like, bro, I did that. Fella! Song number 2, OZF Teddy, Body Bag 5. Yeah, that song.
Yeah. First things first, ring rose. No leadership is both. Donation money by jail. odd. The bump the tracks, got it down, Mati Soshi.
Body Bag 5. I remember Ozzy calls me one day. He's like, listen, I'm on the way to studio. I'm walking. We are doing a Body Bag 5. But this one is going to be different. I will tell you how. Ozzy came into the studio and then he was like, yeah, no. For this particular instance, I didn't really have any beat ready. He didn't want something that was readily available. He wanted me to sit and make something for him from scratch. So I'm busy there. I'm crafting this instrumental. And mind you, I don't know what this man has to say at this point in time. I'm doing that instrumental that you know from that song. I think 20-30 minutes later, he's like, yeah, no, I'm ready. Can I lease? And then he gets thing and he goes, first things first. You know the rest, guys. You know the rest. So for a second, I paused and I looked at him. I'm like, yo, what is going on right now? Is this what we're doing right now? He was like, yeah, no, we are going. At the time, a lot of things were happening. COVID, a lot of people were disgruntled and stuff like that. It was just a lot going on. I'm just a producer. I believe what an artist is an artist because I let them express themselves the way they want to, the way they feel. That's why I had no problem making that song. Of course, that song changed my life, bro. Changed my life. That's like one of the songs selling what did throughout this entire country. You understand? It played everywhere, including Koba Golongwa, if you know what I mean. So every time when I listen to this song, it's like, bro, this is the first time I'm listening to it. I'm always in disbelief. This is what we did. Because I remember even my mother calling me. She was like, Yanong la wolira mo fella. Here's my song number 3 by Bouncy. It's called Loco. I met Bouncy at a very peculiar time in her career as an artist. Okay, she hit me up and she was like, yo, listen, I see what you are doing. I believe you're one of the producers by Langora. They can bring the best out in me. And I remember at the time, we made 2 songs on the spot. That was Loco and then Worry. If you remember Sharp Sharp, these songs did you let Tomagane ST singing. Bouncy, I remember she texted me and her, listen, I want something so karne se kwasa but vibey and everything. But as about this Afro culture sound, but about something so karne se tsamaela gone. I didn't know how to fuse the things to make it sound like that, but then I just made this Afro beat type of instrumental. Like as trial, how is she feeling about it? I didn't think she would like the beat, and then immediately she sent fire emojis. I think the following week we did Loco, we released it, and then Loco changed my life. Loco changed my life also because typically and primarily I'm a hip-hop producer, so for people to hear that sound coming from me, it was really, really like a shock, especially also considering the type of artist that Bouncy is. It was unexpected of me, and then people actually loved the song. Fella! Here's my advice to younger producers. 1, love what you do. Okay, don't do this because you want to be famous. You blow. Because I get a lot of the inbox from guys from Tabario, I'm a producer, help me blow. That's the wrong reason to do what you are doing right now. So the first thing that you need to be doing is that you are supposed to love what you do genuinely from the bottom of your heart. So that's 1. 2, be consistent, and 3, never stop learning. We continue to learn every single day. There's new technology, the software, the update, there are newer versions, there are other things to do that you didn't know you could do. More on it. So continue to learn and continue to evolve. Let's continue to work together. Let's continue to work together. Let's continue to collaborate. And listen, we don't necessarily need to be in the same room to do that, but always be open to work with other people and then challenge yourself. You can choose a specific genre that you specialize in, but never shy away from trying to challenge yourself and do something that you haven't done. That's how we can change this industry going forward. So now, this is how you can contact me. +267 7508 4830. That's my business line. In our WhatsApp, hit me up in there. If you're a producer, you want to work, hit me up in there. If you are an artist, a rapper, a vocalist, a poet, a voiceover artist, Otherwise, my social media, Fella on the Beat, TikTok, X, Insta, Facebook. So let's get it. I go by the name Hardest Working, and this has been my Pro 3. Let's get it.
The hardest working.